Morning, guys. Justin from Reaction Brewing Company here. We're gonna brew up a little session IPA today. Hopefully end up about 4.5% to 5%. I don't really have a recipe or a plan. I just milled up some grains. We're gonna throw them here in the old mash tun. Everything was set to turn on at 8:30. We got hot liquor tanks heating up to 165. Boil kettle's got 1 gallons in it, heating up to 165. We're going to use the boil kettle for strike water, that way the hot liquor tank will be fully submerged, coil will be ready to go, and we can mash in. We're going to underlet through the piping, come up under your grains. So we'll be back here in a little bit. All the grains are milled, we're ready to go. I'm going to get the show on the road here this morning, hopefully not have too many issues. So we'll see you guys back here in a little bit. Hey guys, we're going to get the grains added in. We got like 22 pounds or something like that of grains. So there we go. That was pretty dusty, but what do you expect? So we'll be back here in a little bit. We're coming up to temp. We're up to 140 on the strike water already, so we'll be up there pretty soon. We'll see you guys then. All right, guys, we're up to temp. We're close enough. What we're gonna do on this guy here, we're just gonna shut the pump off for a minute. We're gonna throw a couple of valves. We gotta stop recycling. We gotta open up here. And hopefully what's gonna happen is we're gonna turn the pump back on. And it's gonna backfeed through into the, we're gonna shut our elements off so we don't burn those up. So I think that's backfeeding through into the mash tun. Looks like it is. So we'll be back, we'll see what happens. Alright guys, so we're about, I don't know, we're pretty close to the end of the mash, I believe. Yeah, we got 7 minutes left on the first mash step, which is 1:55. So we haven't done anything. It's just recirculating through. We got the valve cracked here a little bit. We're holding that temp. For the most part, it's the easiest brew day I've ever had, which is well, knock on wood so far. Pretty shocking. Things have been going really well. I'm surprised. It's been awesome. We haven't touched anything. We stirred once just because we were bored. Other than that, it's been sitting at temp. No stuck mash, nothing like that. We'll see how the sparge goes here in a little bit. It's going to bump itself up to 168 for a mash out, and then we'll be back. We'll see you guys then. Alright guys, we're going to do some work, or some mash hops. This was supposed to be something different than it is, so we're just going to, I didn't end up with the hops I thought I had. So I have to don't brew in like 9 months. So we're just going to throw these guys in. It's just a little 1 ounce Michigan Crystal hops. So that's it. We're heating up for the mash out. We're at 166, so that's going to go for 10 minutes. And then we'll be back to start transferring from here and doing the fly sparge and all that stuff. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Alright guys, we're back. We did the mash out. I've slowed this down quite a bit. So what we're going to do next, I think, so we got a valve to shut over here. And then let's just shut our mash pump off for now. We're going to crack So this valve is going to the boil kettle. So we're gonna crack, I'll try not to show you guys my balls. We're gonna crack this guy.
You want me to zoom in?
And then we're gonna shut this. And we're gonna open this, which gives us gonna start transferring into the boil kettle. And then we're going to transfer our sparge water. That's hot. Don't touch it. I'm glad I didn't bring those gloves down here. They're right here that I'm not wearing. So we're just going to keep an eye on how much water we transfer in for the sparge. We're going to slow that down a little bit still. Alright, so I think we're good. We're sparging into here really slow. We're taking off the bottom into the boil kettle real slow. So hopefully this goes alright. We're still running the mash temp controller here, just for S's and G's, I guess. But anyway, we'll be back. We'll let you guys know how this goes. Here, and I don't know how long this is gonna take. We'll be back after that though. Alright guys, we're gonna do a little first wort hop. We just got another ounce of crystal here. These were supposed to be Amarillo. This probably isn't a good substitute, but we're gonna use them up. So, we're gonna throw these in. You're not getting any boil hops, or any bittering hops. So we got our first wort hops in there, and we're coming up. We're just past our first element. We put about, I don't know, maybe 5 gallons of sparge water in, which is about where we wanted to stop. So, where's that line over here, bud? Right there? Ouch, that's hot. That's what we get. That's what she said. Alright, we'll see you guys back here in a little bit. Alright guys, we're back. We got everything transferred out. We did end up having to add just a little bit of water. We should have probably went for another maybe minute on the sparge, but like I said, we weren't really measuring, or there's no plan. We just kind of wanted to run that was loud. Run the brewery through its paces. So what we're going to do now was my favorite part of the old system, was watching people try to get the grains out. So we're going to try to get the grains out. So, jump, Jesus. Apparently I tightened that really tight.
Strong forearms.
That's what you get with the heat off a lot. Alright. So you can see some liquid coming out now. Damn. So, let's
finish my beer.
Just hook this up. Hook this guy up maybe. So,
big old loaf.
We got a big old loaf, as Doug puts it, coming out of there. We'll see if we can get a little better view for you guys on 2 cameras. Alright, so we're going to try to take this out. This big old loaf, as Doug puts it.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
That went in my boot.
It's way easier.
That definitely went in my boot. Here, grab the big one and see if we can stick that in there. What big one? Alright, we can use that.
Oh, they made straight.
Pull that up from the. Pull that. Use that. No, hang on. No, leave that. Use that. Yeah, there you go. Knock your block.
What the shit out of here? Actually, does work pretty good. Camera angle here.
Sorry about the camera angle. We're just trying to figure this out. That's pretty close, man.
You like it? That's rough to rinse out.
Yeah, just rinse the rest out right out. Pull that all its bottom out of there. We'll be good to go. Alright. Alright guys, well that's about it. We're going to pull this false bottom and rinse the rest out. And we should be good to go. So we'll be back here. This is on its way up to boil. We're at 196 already. So we'll be back here in a couple minutes for the finish up the boil. So we'll see you guys then. Hey guys, we're back. We got the boil going. We got a pretty good little rolling boil at about 40% on the element. So that creates a nice little suction vacuum there. We got this guy a little rigged up here. It's got a little bit of a leak coming out of it, but not too bad. So we're recirculating PBW into a sit ball here. And what we'll do is we'll do that for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Let it clean this kettle down. And then, oh yeah, looking good. And then we'll run it through the coil for a little while, and then we'll be clean. Obviously, we've got to run rinse water through it, so should be good. Everything's been going good so far. Been really happy with everything, except I should have got these same lids for all the kettles, so you can clamp them down and have your sit board go right in. So other than that, boil's going. Everything's going good. We'll be back here in a half hour for a hop edition. Alright guys, we're back. We got a half hour into the boil. We're going to add some Simcoe tops here, just an ounce. Maybe if I can open it with gloves on. So the one thing about this is it's hotter than balls to touch anything. So pour those right through the old little hot port, and we got an ounce of Azaka here we're going to chuck in. So we'll chuck those in, and then, man, it smells good. It actually smells super good now, but yeah.
Better than ass?
Yeah, better than it did earlier. So, we're going to set a timer. Alexa, set timer for 25 minutes. Apparently she's not going to listen. Alexa, set a timer for 25 minutes.
25 minutes.
There we go. So we'll be back when Alexa says it's time, and we'll see you guys then. Hey guys, so we're going to sanitize the chiller. So we're going to turn the water pump on. We'll pull through. It's coming out into here, into the chiller, through the chiller, back out, back into here. We got a valve shut in between. So we're just going to give this a couple minutes to sanitize everything. We'll probably lose a little bit of temp on the kettle, but hopefully not as much as we used to lose with that CBS system. So, seems to be happy. We're gonna end up a little bit under volume. We boiled a little more off than I thought, and the chiller's gonna take more up than I thought. So, whatever. We're just running a test batch. I didn't really care what happened with this batch. We're just throwing some grains in, some hops in. We'll see how it turns out. So we'll be back here to put some hops in 5 minutes. We'll see you guys then. All right, guys. We're back. You need one. I should buy one. We're gonna add, we got 5 minutes left. We're gonna add another ounce of Azaka and another ounce of Simcoe. Like I said, I just made this recipe up. It's nothing, it's like, however it turns out, hopefully good. I'm not a huge Simcoe fan, so we're trying something a little new. So there you go. Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes. There we go. That'll be flame out, and we'll add 4 more ounces and we'll be done. So we'll see you guys in a few minutes. All right, Alexa says it's time. Alexa off. We're gonna kill our elements. We'll throw these flame out hops in. I think he's not happy.
Sounds like me after a night of bush.
That's, I was literally just gonna say that. All right, so we got another ounce of Simcoe, another ounce of Azaka. Done. So we're gonna turn our cooling water on. And we should start losing steam now, so we'll be able to shut the steam condenser off, which has worked great so far. We'll throw this back on, and we're pretty much done. So we're just going to knock this down. I wanted to start a stopwatch here. Clock, stopwatch. Whoa. So we'll see how long it takes to get mash temps, or not mash temps. I'm so stupid. Pitching temps. We got the fermenter sanitized. We're draining her out right now. So in a minute, we'll be done. We'll see you guys then. All right, guys, we're gonna start to transfer back out. So what we're gonna do is just come out of the kettle into the chiller, straight out of the chiller into the fermenter. Is the hope. Let's hope we're plumbed up right. It looks like it. It's not flowing, so the chiller is probably plugged. That's pretty sweet.
It's going into theirs.
I'm gonna guess the chiller's plugged.
Cool, good clip.
This has happened about 1 million freaking times before.
No flow.
No, it's flowing. So we got that dialed back just to keep an eye on our exit temp. It's flowing. We're coming out about 65 degrees. The kettle says we're 151 in there. So we're going to transfer in, and then we'll be back to pitch yeast and put some clarity firm in. We'll see you guys then. All right, guys, we're going to dump this bottom just to show you how much is left in here in the cone. So you can see all the shrub and hops spraying out of there. So I think it did a pretty good job. All right, guys, so we ended up a little bit low. We probably had about a gallon left maybe in the pot. Woo! Woo! That was good. That was a good video right there. Where'd that magnet go? Oh, it's right there. Man, that was close. That could have been a catastrophe. So I was gonna decant this big boy, but we're just gonna use her after we dropped like half of it on the ground. I can't believe I didn't drop that. So this was a step starter, which was way more yeast than we needed. We ended up 1.047, which is, I wanted to end up right around 1.045. So we're literally doing no calculations. That's pretty good. We got our clarity firm. Now we'll get the top back on this bad boy. That was about 10 milliliters.
It was already on.
Oh, you never stopped.
We're rolling.
All right, so we
We're
had some alcohol. I just sprayed that on there. We're good. We're gonna put our plant back on. Can't wait to watch this back and see if that's the actual one, because I can't believe I set it bottom down. It doesn't seem like something I do, so I'm usually stupid, but not that stupid. All right, so we're good there. We got the yeast pitched. We're gonna open up our port there. We're gonna let that go for 1 minute. Alexa, please set a 1 minute timer.
1 minute.
There we go. So we'll be back in a minute. All right, guys. So we're good here. We got everything pushed in. Pushed our stuff in. Or put in. We got about 14 and a half maybe gallons out of it. We lost a gallon to the bottom. What we're going to do is transfer our rinse we have in here. We're going to shut this guy. Open this guy. We got her blocked off over here, so we can only go into the boil kettle. We're going to start our mash pump, and while that pumps in, we're going to come over here. My beautiful cameraman's going to follow, and we can unhook this, get this out of here. What we got here is the wiring. Man, I didn't leave myself much. To the to our 360 panel from Electric Brewing Supply. We'll hook that up. We'll get a reading. We're at 68. That was perfect. So we'll hook our supply, our return line over here. I'm not very good at videos. Maybe, I don't remember where these hook into. Oh, that does not want to hook up.
Story of our lives. Story of our lives.
Seriously. Never wants to hook up. Maybe we'll try it over here. Oh, that does not want to hook up either. I guess I should have made sure of these, because I have two different connectors on here. Does that remind you?
Right.
So we got that hooked up. That one just might need some move. I hit my head on the thing. So anyway, we're gonna hook that up to the chiller. We'll set it at set the temp at 65, enter, and then we'll turn that on. I just don't want to turn it on yet because my freaking connector doesn't hook up. So anyways, that's the end of brew day. Aha! I gotta go down here, just point it back this way. That's the end of brew day. This is a terrible video. That's the end of brew day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first brew. We did. We had fun. Really easy. This thing's super easy to brew on. Everything went really well, considering that we had no idea what we were doing. So anyway, we'll shut our mash pump off. I think we're done transferring. And now we're gonna sip everything. We'll be back on Saturday for another brew day. It's hopefully a better video than this, and I don't freaking stutter. This is a good video. Mostly because you were in
That's
it.
what the viewers love.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys.
They don't want a good one.
They don't want a good one. They just want a terrible one.
Screw the beer, we want to laugh.
Yeah. That's what I feel like. So we'll see you guys on Saturday. Thanks for joining us.